right, we have your chronic shoulder flexibility exercises. So we'll start rotation with the weight. So you want the plate facing out the whole time. The closer you are to your head, the easier it is. The farther you go from your head, the harder it is, with the words facing out the whole time. You can do the same thing with a dumbbell. It's just harder to make sure that they get the right pattern. If you have the plate, then you always know facing out is the way to go. Next is our shoulder circles with a TheraBand. So you can do it without really any tension on the band, so they kind of get the idea of the motion. They're just bringing the band from one side of the body to the other. Once they have the right idea, then you're gonna load it up with some tension, pull out, come back and in. That's a good flexibility exercise there. Next is our scorpion stretch. You can do the 90-90 position first. So with this one, you're gonna be at 90-90 on the floor. If I'm looking towards my right side, I'm gonna bring my right foot over and come back. So this is actually gonna be a good stretch on both sides. That's your 90-90 position. And then in the Y position to get a little bit more lats. Same thing if I'm going this way. I'm gonna turn my head and then use my other leg. So that's your 90-90 or lat stretch in the scorpion position. Modified quadruped posterior cuff is gonna be up here, or you can go to your elbow, whichever way is comfortable for the patient. I'll show you at a little angle so you can see what I'm doing. You're gonna reach this arm across and try to just relax down. So again, they can start here or they can start here. Whichever one's gonna allow them to get down into this position. And then you're stretching the posterior cuff on the right side. So it's kind of half kneel quadruped position. Next is gonna be another lat and posterior cuff stretch for the chronic phase. So you're gonna have them in this half kneel position. I'll show you the angle. I would do it straight on, but we'll do it at an angle so you can see. This is why we kind of call it a modified quadruped again, because you have your elbows down. So you're gonna sink your butt back so that you're getting a stretch, relaxing your head. Then you're gonna bend your elbows, take a nice deep breath in. When you breathe out, go into thoracic extension. When you breathe out, when you breathe in again, go into your thoracic flexion. Breathe out into thoracic extension. Once you're here, you can also add a little external rotation. You can do external rotation each way. That's gonna again stretch your subscap, stretch your internal rotators, get a rotator cuff and lat stretch there. Other lat stretch is gonna be with a weight. So you're gonna start with kind of a triangle, or we call the Illuminati position. You're gonna have them come all the way to the edge of the table, holding the weight in that triangle or Illuminati position. As they go back in the thoracic extension, deep breath in, and then breathe out on the way up. Deep breath in, breathe out on the way up. Foam roller up the wall and lift off. Come around this way. So you can have them start out with something like a physio ball, so it's not too much resistance. Roll the ball up, lift it off back over their head into that scapular retracted position. Come up, all the way up, go to a lat stretch, and then lift the ball up into a scapular retraction. Once they do well with the physio ball, you can add them with a weighted medicine ball for the same exact exercise. Wall angels. So you can do these on the wall. Well, let me show you on the wall first, and then we'll progress to the floor. So your wall angels are keeping your head on the wall. You're gonna reach back, trying to keep your arms on the wall the whole time. Obviously, you're not gonna have great success if you have tight pecs like me, tight into internal rotation. As someone who's really flexible, you can put them on a small foam roller. I have a small foam roller here, or you can use a half foam roller, and they have to go here again. And then they're trying to really reach back to get that stretch, keeping their spine on the foam roller and reaching up. For someone who, you may want to do a few different motions, few different positions, or just feel more comfortable on the floor to get more of that thoracic extension. It kind of stabilizes their spine if you do it on the floor. You're going to use a foam roller. The added benefit here is you can do a prolonged stretch as well, where they can just lay here in this position. Great way to end a session. They worked out their arms and rotator cuff and pec a lot, and so you're gonna just have them lay there for a couple minutes, let them all stretch out. They're gonna go to their lat stretch position here, just let them all stretch out. They can go here, and you can kind of just let them hang. They can rock. You can do 90-90, flexion, abduction.